Good morning, Tasha time. Listen, I got a message. If you can forgive that man for the 100th time, you can forget your homegirl. Let me give you a minute, let it sit, and I'm going to say it again. If you can forgive that man for all the foul stuff he do, you can forgive your good sis. And not for nothing, life is hard. It takes a village to raise these children. It takes a whole community of support and backup to even just make it to the next day. And I'm saying, most of the time when you get into it with your sis or your friend, your bestie, it's on some superficial stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, there are those relationships with, your friend, your homegirl, that are completely toxic and cannot come back from what y'all have been through together. And we all know the reasons, the disloyalty and all that. But 8 times out of 10, it's from miscommunication. It's from tone, pride, stubbornness. And we're so quick to let all that skate when it comes to a man we in love with. It don't matter what they doing. You can ask him for some money. He don't give it to you. Go through his phone. You see he ain't as loyal as you thought he was. Talking to you crazy as soon as he get mad. And then who you gonna vent to? Who you finna turn to? Not your homegirl, because you mad at her about some subliminal post. She probably was posting for somebody else. Probably was posting it for you. But instead of confronting her and talking to her like you should have the comfortability of, I know I've messed that word up. You should feel comfortable enough to go to them and tell them about how you feeling, or that made you feel a type of way. Hey, sir, that really made me feel a type of way when you posted that. Or, girl, you hurt my feelings when you said that. No, it's, she being funny, I can be hilarious. Toxic. Stop being so toxic. And you know what? 2020 was the year from hell. Okay? We're just gonna say it like that. We don't know what hell is, and I don't say that I do, justify that I do. But it was a terrible year. And I know we're not doing the new me, new year, new me thing or anything like that. But listen, in 2021, we can still make little changes, goals, even if we don't know what the future holds. So what I said, my 2021 resolution is, 1, get the skin together. That's why I'm looking rough this morning, because usually, your girl will get up, put some makeup on, all that. But I have started a new face routine because I want all this clear. I want to be beautiful without makeup, which I am. Don't get it twisted. But I mean, I want to be flawless. Like, I don't want these little flaws. So that's my first little personal goal. Second is to get more active. I love my big body bends. I love my body. That God chose this specifically for me. He chose yours specifically for you, okay? But I do want to get healthy. I have kids, and I want to be here and be able to do things with them when they get older. They might want to go on a hike. I don't want to be that mom like, I ain't going on no hike. No, I want to be like, okay, let's go. I'm down. So I'm not only doing that for me, but for my babies as well. And my last one, I don't got too many. I probably should have a couple more, but I don't got too many. My last one for 2021 is to truly and genuinely be at peace and be happy. Anything that doesn't serve that, cut it loose. And sometimes that is a friend. I ain't even gonna stunt. Sometimes to gain that peace is to cut off a friend. And it might not be, permanently. It might be temporarily. I recently had a temporary, separation. Separation. It feel like friendships feel like marriages, okay? But I had a temporary separation from a soul sister, and it was more, she had to go through some things on her own, and she couldn't handle it being around me, and I had to go through some soul searching on my own. God has specific battles for each of us that we had to take those journeys by ourselves. They were just for us. It wasn't meant for anybody else, whether that was to protect them from getting some of, the backlash as you go through the emotions, or if it was, like I said, a permanent cutoff. Sometimes you have to. Sometimes you outgrow people, and that's perfectly fine. All I'm saying is make sure that when you're cutting off and changing for the new you and protecting your peace, that you don't get scissor happy. Like a new hairstylist, with scissors, they say you never trust a hairstylist with scissors because they get scissor happy. Don't get scissor happy in your life, because you still need your team, your squad, your support. It's easy to fall into depression and anxiety when you don't have somebody who has your best interest in your mental mind, who can do wellness checks on you. Someone who doesn't, it's harder to do it by yourself, because if your mind is dropping and you're starting to feel low on yourself, low in life, I mean, you can pick yourself back up. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is it's a hell of a lot easier if you have people who love you genuinely in your corner. Because, yeah, I didn't have to, people in my corner that I thought, was my team, my people. And turns out they never really liked me or never really had my best interest at heart. And I think those ones hurt the most. When you just, you going hard for someone and you think that, it's going to be forever. And it turns out to be it's just a season. Just a leaf that fell off your tree, not a root in your life. Them hurt because you don't understand. You're like, but why? But that's not for you to understand. They were just there to teach you something. And they gave you that, and it was time for them to go. But make sure you know the difference. Make sure you know the difference. And if you fall off from someone and y'all reconnect and it's like y'all never fell off, keep that. Life is rough and hectic. Everybody goes through their own trials and tribulations. What I'm going through, you may have never went through, but what you're going through is a huge factor in who you are. And I might not can relate. But if I care for you, I can listen. I can take it in. I can see where you're coming from. And if you allow me, if we have a relationship like that, I can try to give my insight. But I don't know what you're feeling. Just like the next person walk up to me, they don't understand. If I'm crying about something, they don't understand where my tears are coming from. They might can relate to the pain or relate to the emotions that I'm feeling, but in that situation, they have no idea what built up, what emotions, what words were said, what events took place. They have no idea because they're not me and they can't take it. They might have been there. They might have heard the conversation. They might have seen the stuff play out. But there is one factor that's different, and that's me, my heart. Every heart is unique. every heart is different. Every heart takes something that hurt me deeply might not hurt you the same, and vice versa. So we just have to remember to still shine a light, even when maybe their light not shining back on you. We have to remember to still be kind, because you never know what people are going through. I read a quote a long time ago that was about a man, and he was on his way home to kill himself. He had the worst, day, and it just sent him over the edge from whatever life trials he had been through. And he passed a woman on the street, and she smiled at him, and I think told him to have a good day, or maybe asked how you doing, or just offered some kind words of encouragement. Maybe not even, maybe just a smile. I can't remember the story, so don't quote me. But the moral of it was, when he went home, he decided he can go another day. He was not going to kill himself. He was going to continue to fight, all because some random person showed him a glimmer of hope. I want to be that. I want to know that my life on earth affected somebody else on earth, to whether it made their day, their week, their year. I'll take it. If it made their hour, I'll take it, because what else am I here for if not to help or encourage, or, and I know people like, well, who encouraged me? Who helped me? Who supported me? If you can, take that out of it. Don't look for the get back. Don't look for the tit for tat. Do it because it's in your heart to do it, and you will want somebody to do it for you. That should be your motivation. I would want somebody, not why ain't they doing it for me, but I would want someone to do it for me. Or not even yourself. How I think about it is, I would want somebody to do for my kids. Somebody just sent me $10 on Cash App. I'm near tears. I'm grateful for it, because in the future, I want somebody to see my little girl and be like, send her $10 on Cash App. I want that karma to come back. I don't know if y'all believe in karma or, energies and vibes, but I believe in all that. The Most High, all that. Listen, I believe what you put out into the world will find its way to you, whether that's good or bad. Hey, you putting out bad energy, negative energy, it's going to find you. It's going to find you. It's going to come back for you. You putting out love and inspiration and light, baby, it's coming. You might be in a dark time right now, but continue to push out light, love, aspiration, inspiration. Continue to push that out. It'll come back. That's all for today.